Thank you for the opportunity to speak. I saw the message that you need speaker, and in like 2 seconds I said, okay, I'm going to do that. And then I asked Nancy what topic I can talk about, and I asked the group, and Nancy said that I have to talk about myself. This morning I was talking with my son, and I told him that I'm going to do my first icebreaker speech in Toastmasters group. He said, Dad, what you going to talk about? I said, about me. He laughed out loud. He asked me to an audience. My wife, she is hearing that, she also laughs out loud. I mean, very loudly she laughs because she sympathizes with you all. And you are all bored. You're all going to get bored. Okay. So there is one movie, Bollywood movie, nobody's from India, but there was a movie named Jayeshbhai Jordar. Bhai is something that is added after the name to pay respect to somebody. So Jayesh is Jayeshbhai in many parts of India. Jordar means somebody who is very strong, outstanding, he can make a lot of things happen. And this movie was a bit successful. The guy stands up for women's rights and does a lot of things. It had 50 million views of the trailer. Movie did pretty well. Jayeshbhai Jordar. And like whenever any movie comes out, everybody judges, right? Was the movie really a super hit or just a flop? In Hindi they call it, is movie a Jordar or movie is a Bekar? So I'm going to present my movie about my life, and after that you all going to review. Was it Jordar or was it Bekar? Was it good or was it bad? So there are two Jayeshes. There is one very boring, unexciting, dull Jayesh. He likes to stay alone in the crowds. If you want to find me in some party, maybe last party, some of you might have found me in one table in the corner, sitting just by myself. Probably most of you don't go to the table, so probably you didn't see me. But that's me. And then if you start talking about weather, or if you ask me how you are, Jayesh, how's your day, most of the time I pause, I get confused. If you ask him about any celebrity, any big singer, any big actor or author, something I know very little about, I get ossified. No, not the right one. Ask, I talk to about like current Netflix or Prime hits, or I will talk about cards, House of Cards, or maybe like, movies like Forrest Gump or Gladiator. I'm still in the old world. I don't know what's happening in this world. There's another Jayesh. Even if he's sitting alone, even if his body and the face says that, hey, don't disturb me. Maybe sometimes you might have seen me eating just by myself in the patio outside building 2. You can come and, you can ping me, you can poke me. But once you poke me, I'm like very likely to open up my heart and give very good welcome to everybody. I'm rarely ossified about things. I don't have a lot of opinions. I don't have a lot of hard habits, but I try to minimize them. If a group of strangers is stuck together, I will be the first person to start talking. And if you want to try talking about, economy or stock market or stock trading, meditation, spirituality, philosophy, photography, so many topics, you just find a different guy there. I love talking about all those topics. I'm an accidental engineer. After my seniors high school, I got admission in a medical school and I had an admission in engineering college. My older brother is a doctor. So I was with him just one day before the schools were opening. And I was supposed to be a doctor. I told everybody whole year that I'm going to be a doctor. So during that talk, my brother, who is also a doctor, he was a medical student at that time. So he tells me, Jayesh, we have 2 doctors in the family. Why don't you just be an engineer? Just be an engineer. And those 5 minutes, I just decide and I show up at the engineering college the next day. So totally different life. This is some fun fact. I'm an avid trader. Trading for me, offers a lot of and teaches me a lot of different colors of life. But just for the sake of time, I'm just going to keep jumping. Most of us, carry different buckets. I have 3 invisible buckets. Whenever I see something, I hear something, I sense something, I smell something, right? We all do that, right? We just judge, is it good, bad, we like it, we have craving for it, or we have aversion for it, right? So whenever something good happens, or the things that I care, I put them in one bucket. And that's a normal size bucket. If something happens which I don't like, or there's a second bucket I have. I call that, it's like people I hate or things I don't like or people make me, put aversion inside me. And the third bucket is the things I don't care. So the first bucket, normal bucket. The second bucket, where I put things I don't like or hate, it's like very small bucket. I'm very accepting, very open. I like most of the things. And there is another bucket, huge bucket. I call that I don't care. Most of the people who look at the temperature in the morning, I don't care. And most of the time, people look at the number and say, "Oh my God, it's going to be so hot. Oh my God, it's going to be so cold." But still, they are at 76 degrees in the home, and they start shivering or they start sweating. For me, no. I take whatever nature has to offer. And if I cannot do something about something, I don't care about those things. If something doesn't affect me, or I don't like talking about so many things, which I cannot make any changes or things that don't affect me. So what do you think of Jayeshbhai Jordar or Bekar? The movie is ending.
Jordar.
I think Jordan's
Enjoy
good.
my words. You can find me Join the Craze is my tagline on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you find Join the Craze, and that's me. If you love trading, just find this hashtag in Google. You would find some interesting story about trading. If you want to email me anytime, why do I need a username at gmail.com? That's my email. Thank you, everyone.